Hi everyone, Happy New Year, and welcome to Small Biz Flash, your briefing on small business news, trends, and insights. I'm your host, Adam Hewitt. Thanks for joining me. Today's show is a shorter format episode with a news roundup, but no feature. I hope you enjoy it. Please send me any feedback you have. My contact information is in the show notes. And now to the news. As we enter the new year, small business owners are wondering where the economy is headed. A slew of recent good economic data gives us hope that 2024 will be better than 2023. For starters, Americans are feeling more upbeat about the economy. The University of Michigan's Index of Consumer Sentiment jumped to a 5-month high of 69.7 in December, as inflation worries finally began to subside. It seems that those fears are retreating on solid footing. The Federal Reserve's preferred metric of inflation, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, fell 0.1% in November from the previous month, the first decrease since the early days of the pandemic back in 2020. Here's another bright spot. Paychecks, which have not been keeping up with the rate of inflation for most of the post-pandemic period, have finally started to catch up, meaning more money in consumers' wallets. The job market also remains resilient to the Fed's rate tightening. Unemployment numbers didn't rise as much as experts feared they might. Throughout 2023, the job market remained relatively unscathed. The unemployment rate is currently a solid 3.7%. These strong measures, along with the Fed's announced plans to cut interest rates 3 times in 2024, have eased anxiety over a potential recession. A whopping 76% of economists said they thought there was a 50% or less chance of a recession in the next 12 months in a December survey by the National Association for Business Economics. Google recently rolled out a new small business attribute feature, allowing businesses to highlight their small status on Google Maps and in the Google search engine. Google said in a blog post that it will automatically add the small business attribute to some merchants' listings based on factors like the number of locations they have or how much web traffic they get. You can also manually add the attribute to your business profile. 84% of people say supporting local and/or small businesses is important to them, according to a survey conducted by Google in May of 2023. The Small Business Roundtable has joined other business advocacy groups in supporting a proposed new rule by the Small Business Administration to remove limits on loan eligibility for borrowers who have had a previous run-in with the law. Under current regulations, SBA loan applicants may be ineligible if they are on parole, on probation, or otherwise have a criminal history record. According to the Small Business Roundtable, research shows little to no correlation between a qualified borrower's criminal record and their ability to repay borrowed funds. You can find more information on this and other stories in the news roundup by going to the links in the show notes. Thanks so much for listening to this news-only shorter episode. I really appreciate it. Check out the show notes for a special offer from the great folks at our sponsor, SBS Accounting and Advisors. And please remember to tell someone about the podcast and rate and review it in your favorite podcast app. That helps others find the show. Thanks so much for spreading the word, and I'll see you next time.